Hey travelers, today on the channel we're going to go ahead and continue rebuilding Willow Creek. I just want to preface this by saying we're going to rebuild first with the families who live here. So up next is the Pancakes family, and I've already kind of edited them, and they're already up on the gallery, my edit of Bob and Eliza Pancakes. And I'm going to build their house right here. I just wanted to say that I'm aware that I'm pretty sure in the actual game their house is over here. But because I'm using a cleared out copy, a cleared save file, I couldn't 100% remember, so I've already planned them for over here. I should probably plan a bigger house for them, but I'm not gonna. So let's go ahead and jump in to the Pancakes. Okay, so we need at least 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, so we're gonna go ahead and build our shell. Okay, that's the shell without the roofing, so let's go ahead and do the roof. That's it for the roofing, and now we need windows and doors. Oh, and we need a chimney, obviously. So let's go ahead and do that. Base game. Cool, and that's the chimney taken care of. Yeah, cool. So now we need windows and doors and a proper layout. So I'm gonna go ahead and do windows, doors, proper layout, and the landscaping for the backyard off camera, and then we'll be back. Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of landscaping just to show you like how I'm gonna do this and how I do it for all of my houses in case you didn't know. Now, for some of the houses, it's a theme, and I go with the theme for the landscaping, but with others, I go with what does the landscaping look like in the world around us. So I've used some birch trees because there are birch trees around us, and some palm trees because there are palm trees back here. So now I have to fill in with flowers and bushes and rocks. So I'll fill in with rocks like these, and with tufts of grass because that's what's back here. I'll also fill in with ferns because that's what these are. And we will probably fill in with some wildflowers and these shrub things. And we'll see if we can find these shrubs in debug, basically. That's what we'll do. So, in order to do that, let's go ahead and put debug on. So that's Shift Control C if you're on PC, and that's bb.show hidden objects is the first one. And then bb.show live edit objects. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and just limit this by base game in general. And let's go ahead and finish the landscaping for the front yard. The first thing I'm going to do is take my terrain tools and find a terrain paint that I want for the front of this. And because this is an empty world, an empty save file with nothing in it, I can't use other houses as my template. So we'll use this one at first, and we'll go this way with it to the mailbox. Can only edit exposed terrain, that's so funny. Down this way, okay? Make that a little bit wider. There we go. And that will be the path to from the front of the house, okay? And then we'll take the brush again and we'll adjust the brush size, and we'll just take it this way. We'll go around the tree, and we'll have a little bit of a path over here. But like I said, around the tree. There we go. And then we'll fill in bushes and trees and things like that all the way around it so that it blends in. And then with the trees, we would definitely want to put down some soil for them, things like that. Okay. Hold Alt, and we're going to move this tree, and we're just going to move it right here. And we'll fill in with some other stuff. And we'll move the mailbox down a little bit too. And then we'll put move objects on to do the landscaping because that's the way I prefer it. But let's go ahead and pull out some plants that we need first. So we want tufts of grass because there are tufts of grass back here. So there's this one, green grass like this. And you can tell that that's not quite the right one, but we'll put it out. And we'll put out some pretty little daisies and just kind of compare them to these bushes over here. And they're not quite the right bush, but they are a good bush for the front of the house. So we'll put some pretty little daisies over here as a reference. And we're not going to pull all of these from the main menu. We're going to pull some of them from debug. Let's go ahead and look at flowers. And basically, I want to just decide on a couple of flowers. Like, for example, the sunrose bush, which actually I think they do use over here. I think that's that one. And they're ones that will bloom when the game is with the blooming. And then we'll use regular rocks because there are rocks back here. And I think that that's the same swatch. I'll double check the others, but yeah, no, that's it. Okay, and now that we've done that, we can go ahead and go into debug. And we've base game highlighted only, and we can look for some of the other shrubs and things like. Okay, so now we're just going to go do the landscaping and put the landscaping in places that make sense. And you can hug the foundation a little bit, but you do want to be careful because plants will try to snap to the foundation. So we're just going to scatter some plants here and there and fill in, and then we'll fill in with things that we think also make sense. Okay, let's finish off this landscaping. So I'm going to take some soil from base game and kind of just brush it underneath the plants. And then also I usually take a piece of like flat flower bush type things. It's in the flowers. Here, I'll show you. Flower sections right here. And it's this one I usually use. Heterocheirensis, perhaps, square. And I hold Alt and I just kind of place it down where there's a lot of gap between the shrubbery or the flowers and the ground. Alright, and then you take some, like I said, some terrain paint. This one's the Smarter Soil. You can use any one you like. And I definitely draw some soil underneath this side. And we'll start with one of these. And we'll fill in some daisies and some sun bushes. Just like this, see? And then we will also want to use like the lavender because we've used it on the other side. And this grass we'll want to use again somewhere because we've used it on the other side. And the big lavender bush and the pretty little daisies, we'll put those in. And then we need this fern, and we will make it smaller this time just to help it fill in the gaps. Alright, and then we need some flooring just for like to go around the pool. My yard, your bistro table. Maybe this one with just the 2 seats. Actually, we can fit 3. And then we'll put the grill over here. Okay, and then the only other thing I want on this porch is a trash can. So let's go ahead and put trash right here. Oh, and you know what? Let's go ahead and turn the grill around and put it here. It is fully covered. And then let's put a couple of counters out. I think this one maybe. There we go, backyard stuff. Let's do some lemonade. I think that's appropriate. Okay, cool. And then we need some lighting out here. Okay, and then there is actually one more area where we need plants. And it's over here. So we'll snuggle that one in. And the lavender. And the wee daisies. Oh, the gumdrop plant. I love that one. And this one. Just to make that look a little bit more like realistic or lived in. Alright, and then we'll just put a little bit of soil here. So now we want to go inside, and I think the very first thing we're going to tackle is this little tiny bathroom because we can get that out of the way. So, backyard's on, base game is on. I'm going to also turn on Home Chef Hustle. So the Home Chef Hustle one came with another wallpaper, but nothing else did, so we'll use what we've got. I like this one for bathrooms. And because we've done that, we'll go ahead and change up the floor tile a little bit. We're going to keep it, but this one is what we'll change the swatch so that it matches the color of those walls a little bit. And now we have a little living room. Okay. And then we need a rug for the hallway. You can just make it bigger, but then it won't fit the space and it'll do weird things. So instead of making it bigger, I'm just gonna like layer them together. So now we're going to use Home Chef Hustle. And now we have room for appliances and things like that if we want them. So we'll go ahead with a microwave, and we'll go ahead with a coffee maker. And then we also have the Home Chef Hustle stuff. Pizza. This one should totally go outside. Great, pizza oven. I think the Bob will like that. And then there's also the waffle maker. But I feel like we don't really need it. Okay. Decorations again, and we're just looking for things we can put in a kitchen. Okay, and that's that. And now let's go ahead and get the wallpapers done for the rest of the house. Okay, and then I need a chandelier in this room. This is like a pass-through. But it was meant to be more like a dining room, and I know that I don't have enough space for a table. Okay, if we put it off to the side, and then we use some chairs like that. Okay, cool. And then we need a rug. And then we need lighting. And we need decorations. Okay, so I went ahead and did this hallway a little bit. I'm gonna put, I think, something right here, like a place to sit or something, and some plants over here, I think, in this corner. Probably not, but over here, definitely some plants, or vice versa. But first off, we have the bathroom to do.